Hey guys, welcome to another TGun Productions video. I'm TGun coming at you with another custom LEGO minifigure showcase for you guys. So this is my first 2017 showcase video. So for this we've got some custom Star Wars minifigures. We've got Darth Vader from Return of the Jedi. We've got the Emperor from mainly off Return of the Jedi. And then we've got two shock troopers from Battlefront. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at these minifigures. So here we have Darth Vader. Now, I made Darth Vader in his Return of the Jedi outfit because I prefer the look of that he had in Return of the Jedi / Empire Strike Backs over the A New Hope and Rogue One look. So, because I know I just prefer this top chest plate showing instead of being hidden under the robes. So, yeah, now there are a couple of elements that, like some new techniques that I have tried, which I was inspired from some tutorials that YouTubers actually made, so I will give credit, and all the links to their tutorials and channels will be in the description below. So starting off with his accessories, he's got this brick forged lightsaber, which I actually went around in silver, and then I added on black to make it look accurate to Darth Vader. And then of course I gave him his red blade. So starting up with the top, so this is just LEGO Official's head and helmet, and I did add silver down to the bottom bit there. So yeah. Now the cape was inspired from theMooseFigs. Now he actually did a tutorial on how to make these sort of capes, so link to that, like I said, will be in the description below. So yeah, I thought it turned out well. Now originally I was going to use just a normal LEGO Official cape, but it came down up to things like there, and it looked ridiculous. So that's when I decided to make a cape magnet. No, not cape magnet. Cape. Electrical tape cape. So yeah. Now the torso, I'll actually zoom in. Now I did actually glue on a trench coat. So I went over on my own black just so you can't really see the actual super glue. It's like if you can see that shine there, it's actually better on the back. If you see that shine there, that's actually some super glue. But that was more visible when I went over in my own black to actually kind of hide that up a bit more, so it actually works. And then I actually went over and I cut up bits of card. Now I know a lot of YouTubers actually do this and cut up card to glue on to make 3D elements, but I was inspired after the Noble Artist tutorial video on this, so I watched his tutorial, and then that's how I knew what to use and how to do it. So I'll link to his tutorial video and channel will be in the description below. Now I've got all this top chest part with all the black and silver. He's got his middle console bit there, which I have realized that that red button needs to be under that other red button. So I need to actually fix that up. And he's got his two little belt like control boxes there and his belt buckle. And then he has his 3D cod piece. Now his legs are extended legs, which I have actually used before, and link to Logomatic 9's tutorial will be in the description below, because I wanted to make him a little bit taller since he's a pretty tall dude. And then he's also got 3D shin pads, and then the rest of the legs is just plain black. Now the arms, I have to give credit to McLovin and his tutorial video on because this is actually the skeleton arm and lever bit technique. So he's got more range of motion, moves around so he can pivot backwards and forwards, up and down. He's got tiny tactical glove tops, and the rest of his gloves are actually covered around in electrical tape. And then his shoulder pad is actually, I went over in silver and then in my own black, and I left silver to be like the outline. So yeah, so that is pretty much it for Darth Vader. Like I said, there's a few elements that I was inspired from watching tutorials of other YouTubers. So like I said, all the YouTubers and the tutorial videos will be in the description below, so you can go check it out and then apply it to your own figures. If these parts actually failed, then I don't think I would have this video up for you guys, and I wouldn't have these minifigures. But yeah, now let's move on to the Emperor. So here we have the Emperor, and after looking at Darth Vader, I was thinking I want to also upgrade my Emperor. So what I did was I actually got a couple of bits of like trench coats, and I actually glued them onto the LEGO Official minifigure. So underneath it, like in about there, if I can zoom in, you can actually see some of his robes from the minifigure torso. So I thought I'd leave that exposed because that looks pretty cool. Now the head is actually just from the set, so he's got his angry side as well. and then he's just got this hood, which I actually cut the bottom off just so you could see what I've put on under here. So removing that. Now, he's got pretty much this trench coat, which I took, and then I actually cut it down like this, like the what was on the torso, and it's glued all the way around again, and I went over it my own black. Now, it is glued up on the sides, so I forgot to mention this on Vader. It is actually glued up on the sides, but these bottom parts are loose, so they're not glued down. Then originally I had like this other bit of cloth which went across to be his belt, and then I've also got this other bit that actually comes up and down. So it's glued up the top, but it's free at the bottom. Now, originally it was just that, but then I realized he actually has ropes coming down that actually covers his legs and has his feet exposed. So I actually added another bit of cloth that goes around to be like his waist cloak bit. And then I took like another piece and went over this other bit just to make the belt pop out a little bit more, and I went over the belt in a different sort of black colour. So yeah, and then I took a bit of card and I just added on this little clip piece that he has. So yeah, now alright, so here he is with his electric pieces. So yeah, I am thinking of maybe having two pairs of hands, one for his electricity and one to actually have that bended kind of look that he normally has, because he actually has his hands that are like folded kind of down. So I'm thinking of actually trying to bend the hands a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Emperor. Let's have a look at my two shock troopers. Here we have the two shock troopers that I made from Battlefront. So these are actually just Lego official minifigures, which I then upgraded. So I'll start off with his accessories. Now, I did get a Bracam's order the other day, which came with 3 of these. So I forgot the name of these guns, but they look like the DLT-19s that some stormtroopers and the shock troopers have. So I just made these, like just gave them to him to use as their DLT-19s. So yeah. So the first thing I pretty much did was replace the arms with swapping them from the red arms to the white arms, which I then went over in the detail with the red shoulder pad and then this other little red stripe, some black which comes down, and then these white parts, which if you can actually see down in here, I actually added on these other little grooves that he has on his arm, so, and then red down there. So yeah. Now his back, I just want to get this out of the way. I didn't really know what to do for his backpack, and I know it's a lot thicker than actually what I have done here. And this is what I'm pretty much doing for the time being, and I wanted it to look accurate, and I didn't really know what else to use. So if you have a suggestion, let me know in the comments below. But for the time being, it's just like I put a layer of card underneath, which I went over in black, and then I took some other bits of card, cut them up to make the other pieces to make it look accurate as I could. But if you have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments below, and I will probably try and add that. His belt is actually cut up card, so it's got one bit going across, and then it's got these other little bits to be like these little canisters, whatever they are. So there's that. On his legs, actually lower the camera a little bit, I pretty much extended the detail. I added on their red boots, a little bit of designs, and on the back I've just added on some other little details. Like, they don't really have these, but I just started to add them just for, I don't know, like a little bit more colour, I guess. On the side they've got these little bits that come down from the belt, so it's like these other little bits, and then there's a little black line, and yeah, and it's on both sides. Now, I went over the knee pad. Now, these two bits were probably the most challenging part because it was so small and they kept sticking to my fingers. And yeah, so there's just like a bit of card which I cut out the shape and I glued that on. And then I had this other little bit of card to try and do his other knee pad. So there's a couple of little layers in there which I glued on. And on the other side I've got like a couple of bits that come around and they actually go on the inside as well, so you can see that. On the bottom is just gone over in black, and then on the front here has got these little canisters that they have, and yeah, so that was pretty challenging. But this minifigure was fun to make, and I really do like how these 3D elements have turned out. Like I said, credit goes to Noble Artist and his tutorial video, because without that I wouldn't have been able to do 3D. So yeah, now let's go have a look at my Battle Damage Shock Trooper. So here we have a Battle Damage Shock Trooper. Now, it is like, there was a couple of pictures that I saw that did have a battle damage shock trooper, but it wasn't as battle damage as this, so this is pretty much my own design. So it's got the same weapon that's supposed to be like the DLT-19, but yeah. Now, all I really did is pretty much the same process, but I did actually change it up a bit. So moving on to the arms, you can see I've just added the detail that it needs, but these are meant to be like little blaster holes that go up there, and then all this tan is actually meant to be like a sandish kind of color. Like it's meant to be like sand, so I just took some tan and then I just smeared it on, same as the black. So yeah, this guy has been through hell. On the back, instead of doing the backpack, I actually gave him his little canister there and just that other little back bit, which I did the detail, and then these are supposed to be more blaster like points, and then there's just sand smeared along there again, and then there's just some other black and stuff. On the back it's all the same, but with all the battle damage. On the side I actually got rid of that this little bit that he had, so I got rid of it just to give him more battle damage, as if that bit's been shot off completely. And then I've just smeared black. On the front here I just smeared a lot of black and stuff again. On here it's got the actual pouch bit, but that's actually another blaster point. But that other bit that I glued on must have fallen off, which I just realised. Sand, or like this is meant to be a sand effect, and it's just all this bullets and stuff. Now with this, I didn't really want to do another 3D knee pad, so I actually went over with the black, so it's as if that knee pad has been just blown off or whatever, so or snapped off. So that's the kind of effect I was going for with this, which actually looks pretty cool. And then on here it's all battle damage and that, so you can see all the wear and tear. And then on the helmet, just to flash in, on the helmet I just smeared on a lot of black and tan, so there's that. And then on the torso I've just done the black and tan as well, which pretty much goes all the way around. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this battle damage. It's not much different from the other one, besides this has been through hell, whereas the other one's fresh and a new armor. So yeah, let me know which is your favourite in the comments below. Now let's go ahead and wrap up. So thank you guys for watching this custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. I really hope you did enjoy it. Now, I do have to say that I do again have to give a big thanks to LEGO Matic 9, MooseFigs, Malevolent, and Noble Artists for their tutorials for actually pretty much showing us on how to do some of their techniques. So like I said, link to all their stuff in the description below, and if they didn't actually have their tutorials, then I wouldn't have probably been able to make these minifigures like how they look now. But yeah, there's also the link to Brick Arms, Brick Forge, and Tiny Tactical in the description below, so you can go pick up any of these accessories as well. And yeah, let me know which is your favourite. Mine's definitely Darth Vader, because I just really love how Darth Vader turned out. And yeah, my next video will be my update video, which is going to be pretty much talking about Brickvention, which I'm going to, which is our LEGO convention. So look forward for that. And then tomorrow I'll also have a DC minifigure collection showcase. Or yeah, I'll be going through my DC minifigure collection. So yeah, look forward for that, since that was a suggestion. Now, next showcase, I might actually do Luke Skywalker, but I do want to actually add like a couple of other minifigures, so I might have him next. And then also my Rogue One showcase will be very soon. Hope by the end of the holidays, hopefully. Depends on when my Cape Madness order comes in, which I'm still waiting for that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share for more. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya!